welcome back everybody, or welcome. If you have never been here before, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. This is a 2018 Peterbilt 337 service truck. You can see I got some tape in that area there. For this joint, we're gonna be doing this fender. Not just this one also. We're doing a nice kind of metallic blue Oracal 970 wrapping cast. But let's get set up. We'll do this. I don't have my knifeless tape. I had knifeless tape in the cabinet, and a jug of something leaked all over it, and it was trash. And I haven't ordered any because I didn't know I needed it. I'll follow that line. I got a pretty steady hand. That's what she said. So I'll just trim a new blade in there and I'll trim that. Should be fine. I've done it before. Pick a place to start and just hope it doesn't go haywire. Okay. Clean, prepped, taped up. Let's throw the piece we cut on here. I just took a rough measurement with a piece of tape to get my overall, just so I know I'm going to give myself enough coverage, allegedly. And then I think I'm going to start up in here and then work my way down. Oh. Some new wrap gloves. They help. You can get these anywhere. Amazon, usually I get them. If you've never done this before and you're, want to look the part, wrap gloves. All right. This doesn't have a cap on it, so I don't have to worry about that. All covers. I'm gonna try to do this as efficiently as I can. But first, I'm gonna turn the heat off, and I want to make sure I got enough to cover here. I'm gonna pull it a little. I'm gonna stretch it a little bit, so I'll have a little bit more to play with. But I also want to make sure I'm on my tape all the way down there, and that looks about right. So I'm just gonna lock that in there. May have to come back a little bit. Yeah. So now I'll lock that in there. And I'm gonna remove all the paper. And then stand back and look at this hot mess. All right, that's pretty good. So the way I do this kind of stuff, I want to find a center line where I can get a full section laid down, locked in place. I may have to move you here because I got to get in this a little bit. Maybe not. Like that. All right, so now I have a section here that's all kind of locked in place. So now I can start pulling this out, and then I'll start pulling this. You'll see. Always pulling it. So we got this, and that. I also got this here that goes all the way down. So I'm going to get underneath this and pull it that way. A little bit of air trapped in there, but This material lets it fly. And there. Whoa, we pulled up too much. That's all right. And it'll lay back down till we heat it. So this hinge over here is kind of in my way too, but we'll deal with it. Yeah. Try to do as much as I can without heat first, only because you don't want to overstretch and then leave yourself with it pulling back after it cools. Take your time and just be mindful of where the vinyl is going. Right now, it's going, I'm pushing it this way and pushing it this way to try to spread that material out. And then once I get over this hump, now I can heat this and lay it down that way, you know, when I'm ready. So you can see, take you off of here for a second. So you can see when I pull this way and out, it automatically wants to roll down into that valley. It's just the way the vinyl wants to go. But I can't pull over it. If I left another couple inches over here, or maybe like 6 inches, I probably could have, but this is also in the way too. So I'll heat this up. So we got bunched up here, and a little bit here, but mostly here. I'll have to get in there. I'll put a relief cut and that may lay down, but I can heat it and hopefully that'll help out. So let's do that before I get into this mess. And as usual, I use a torch. Some guys use a heat gun, some guys use a heat lamp. I'm comfortable with a torch, but I don't recommend it if you've never done it. And I already rolled it over on itself. Let's try to save that. All right. Pull out and away. Or out and apart. Out and apart. A little bit of a wrinkle in there. Go. So that relaxed well. Not really pulling too hard on the edge there. Again, you don't want to overstretch this stuff, because as soon as you do, once it tightens back up to normal, if you heat it, it'll just fingers everywhere. Just that's what she said. When I say fingers, I mean these. We call these fingers. It'll go crazy on you. Same thing here. Just kind of working that down into the recess there. So a lot of that, what you're seeing is on the tape. It's nice and flat on the paint. All right, we're 12 minutes in already. This is gonna be a long video. All right, so I'm gonna start here, I guess. Try to work that way. I wanna pull this way down, and I wanna pull this way down so that this will fall even. And once we get to the edge, there'll be no tension for it to pull back. Some air left in there, getting out. All right, now I hope I didn't go too far. So now with this side, I'm gonna heat out here and then pull that way, which will tighten this up, but not make too much of a mess down here, allegedly. Heat on that. And we'll go this way. All right. A little bit of air still up on the top there. Why does it smell like burnt toast in here? I hit my sweatshirt. Thought I was having a strong. So let's look at what we've gotten done here so far. This is up against the, what's that called? Latch. It's up against that latch. My stuff up here is up against that tape line that now this looks like a mess, but that's good. So this side, maybe from about here, I want to heat and pull this way. And then from about here, I want to heat and pull that way, and then let that fall. I'm going to heat that too, but I'm not going to pull that. I'm going to try to get that to just lay down while pulling this and pulling this. And then over here, we'll figure out how we want to go around this headlight. There's a headlight in there, promise. So let's set back up and start massaging that into place with the least tension possible. Just this way. I'm gonna have to pop this up because it's hitting this lip, but that's fine. We're happy with that. Probably. Release a little bit of that tension there. Yeah. And this is gonna have to come back up a little bit. That, but that's good. Pop that up, and then I want to take this and go that way with it. some of this, so I'm going to heat and then put work into that. Bring that down. There's the headlight. So the rest of that can go that way, and then this I'm going to go a little bit that way with. Ow! Oh man, that really hurt. Hit my knuckle on those big spiky lug nuts. Yeah, that got me good. I am going to get this down here and walk this around a little bit. All right, I'm gonna put a seam here because I am not going to even attempt to get these headlights out. And I don't want to deal with the bumper here, the headlights in, getting this to get pulled around. It's just not worth the time. And he did say that if I wanted to just, if I wanted to just keep this above and around it, but I didn't really want to. So now we can throw a relief cut in this headlight and then work that down and back around. Careful to not cut on the headlight, and always cut a circle at the end of your relief cut, because if you don't and you pull, stretch and pull and heat, if it's just a straight cut, it just wants to keep ripping. You cut a circle, it tends to not to, kind of like in metalwork or fixing a crack on a frame. You know, at the end of the crack and drill a hole, and that hole keeps that, you get it. Just a little. Stuff is pretty forgiving. So that is all good. All right. Now we just got this part to do. Got a little work to do here. So that's what it looks like when it's heated and cooled and it's not relaxed, I guess. Watch it shrink back up though. This way a little bit and that way a little bit. Not a ton of tension on it. That. And now I could just work that little bit of that there around. So I got my overlap here, and I'm just using my squeegee as a somewhat straight edge. At a 1/4 inch, and just ever so lightly drag that over. And that is our seam. Very minimal. So instead of removing the bumper and the headlight to get all that to pull down, a little 1.5 inch seam, 1.5 inch by 1/4 inch maybe, 3/8, that you can't really see, I feel is a good compromise. Okay, I just finished up this. I did go all the way, you know, full coverage, and cut around the light. A little bit of issue cutting around the light here. Some of the paint came up with it. There was a big chip in the fiberglass here, but that's okay. It still looks good. So I did that, and then I went to look at the other side, and I'm kind of I'm kind of wishing I didn't do that all the way in there and just kind of straight down, only because and then I finished this up too. It's all trimmed. And I got that line trimmed there, trimmed around my light. I'm very confident that that's good, not going. And then the heat, literally 50 seconds, and the heat turns on. It's like a thing now. As soon as I start talking, heater kicks on. I got this one done too. Sorry about the heat. Same thing, trim there around my light, everything. This one went a little bit better. I didn't have as much bunching up. This paint is just brutal. But that's done, and then this is very close. I probably could remove it, maybe. No, that's all connected in through there. So this is going to be challenging. Oh, and this is a lot more bulky than the other side. It's a different light. I actually think it's a different fender. I could be wrong. So this one may get trimmed straight, and then maybe I'll put a piece in there, because it'll be easier to put a piece in there than to do this one piece. I don't know. I may be able to get it, but that'll be for tomorrow, because it's about 8:30, and I'm going home. But I got a good jump on this today, and I should be able to finish it up tomorrow. The fender's gonna look good like that. Nice looking truck. That'll probably end this video. Oh, we're over here. That'll probably end this video too, because that was quite a bit of time to do that fender, but I wanted to show it all. So, thanks for watching. Let me know if I did anything wrong. Probably, you know, somebody will see it and say, oh, you should have. Yeah, well, I did it that way because that's the way I know how to do it. But if there's an easier way, let me know. I'd love to learn. Looks good though. So, back on it tomorrow, and I'll show you the rest of the striping and all that when I finish it up. Thanks for watching. Now, if I do that, I can't say thanks for watching. All right, well, I'll come back tomorrow and I'll show you the final product. And then we'll do the thanks for watching stuff. Deal. All right, I just finished this up, and I'm pretty tired. But let's do a walk around, see what we did. We left off with the fenders, and I think I showed these, but we'll go over them again. So trimmed here, everything laid down good. All my edges are still in place. Nothing's pulling back. Everything is staying put. So did underneath all those edges there, and all through here. Stripes on the cab and the box with their logo. Put a cat logo up there, and pretty simple. I did have to take these handles out. Actually, I think I got to put one back in over here. Just a couple small logos on the rear. We did a full overlay on the back there. It's underneath this step, so it should be protected pretty well. Again, stripes on here. I got to put that handle back in. Takes like a minute. Logo, and this side. And I had to do this door twice because I forgot there was a kick window. So I just had to make the phone number a little bit smaller and recut it. No big deal though. Everything did lay out good. I got too much stuff in here. I do use my laser for laying out my stripes. One problem is it just doesn't sit level the way, you know, just the way it is. It's off a little bit. So I just shim it until it, when it's blinking, it's not on the gyro anymore. So it gives me level lines just blinking, but I verify it with some measurements to make sure I'm at, and so that gives me a good solid point to lay out my stripes. I think you can see it all the way down here. Which helps greatly just for efficiency, and it rolls around in there on the cab corner, and then carries through on here as well, and then right even up to through there. There. So having a laser in the shop is very helpful, and if you can't level the vehicle, I just level up the laser. I got it on this panel here with the hinges, and I know it's squared in. But yeah, this fender came out good too. My line's nice and even, and everything is also on this one. Nothing's pulling back. I did this. This has a huge light here, so I did have to pre-cut it. I just cut it and then I just trimmed it once it was on. And I did this in here in a separate piece because there's no room there, but you can't really tell. This stuff hides seams well. There is a seam right here too, like we did the fronts. So all in all, it's a good looking truck and ready for work. Put the handle back in and that'll do it for this one. Back it out of here, and then I think they're bringing me a Ford F350 that I gotta wrap the fenders on, as well as stripes and logos. So that'll do it for this video. Mainly going over the fenders, how we do the fenders, the process, and shrinking, stretching, and tension. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next. Thanks.